That piece would not have made it. So I didn't realize how far in it went. That takes off almost half the piece. So no top's going to be made out of that. Trying some of this junk wood, get rid of some stuff in the shop. This I should be able to work around. Type of timber, Chris Silk. And we got Brickmaster, who just is putting Z's. Thanks for that. I'm not 100% sure. This is wood that came off a beam, and the beam itself is pretty weathered. I don't really know what it is. It kind of smells like maple, but I didn't know they made beams from maple, but maybe they did. But it's very old, so it doesn't really have that much smell to it. Very old and dry. Has a lot of bug cavities in it. But it's fairly hard and seems to machine good. Well, better than pine anyway. Mike Henderson stopped in. Hello, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for sharing. I always appreciate people coming in and commenting. This time of day doesn't seem like there's that much in the way of live streams. There's some good stuff out there. It's hard to find. All right, we're going to put some color. I have a mug full of colors here. Some of them are color pencils, some are paint pens, but if you see something, throw in a color combination and we will make it work. In the meantime, I will get some of these sharpened up. All right, what do you think? Blue and gold. Blue and gold. Okay. Why? Why? Why blue and gold? Why? Because Y is here in the chat. Blue and gold. We're not going to do terribly too much color because this is nice looking wood, but it doesn't have a lot of grain in it. Yeah, so all right, blue and gold it is. I'm going to slow down the lathe. I don't have electronic control on this lathe. I have to change the belts. But it doesn't take too long. Sorry about that. That looks pretty cool. I'm going to put some super glue coating on it. I might have a little bit in this bottle to finish up. My Satellite City medium. We're going to let this dry a little bit. The blue takes a little bit longer to dry. All right, what's going on in the chat? Not much. BXL, can you give me some change? Like help you move, or what kind of change? Change your clothes? It's a good change of jobs, maybe get a job, something like that. I don't know. It's a good change. Change the weather. What's going on? What's your need, BXL? All right. I've got any left in here. You can tell how old the bottle gets because the cap gets destroyed. Oh, got a little bit. Then I will dry that with some Satellite City accelerator. Cure it, I guess. Not really drying. All right, I think that's it. Might get a few more drops. Time to open a brand new bottle. Love a brand new bottle. So that super glue will protect the sharp point. It will just make it last longer, help protect it, help protect the color. Hardest part is getting my camera back to the right spot after I move it. I don't want to stay sometimes. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So the gold didn't used to work very well, but maybe I didn't shake it up enough or something. I don't know. That looks good. Looks really good. All right. More colors. Who's got more colors? In case you need a refresher. I don't have white. It's the only color I don't have. I need to go get some more colored pencils, like many more different colors. All right, we got colors. Anybody? Anybody? Bueller? All right, I can pick some. Green? Yes, we can do green. Make a snowman. Mrs. Bailey just came on. I think this is her inaugural comment. Make a snowman. We will do that. Mrs. Bailey gets what she wants. A pumpkin? You want a snowman or a pumpkin? All right. How about snowman standing on pumpkin? That sounds like a challenge. I think we can do it though. It's pumpkin season. She is awfully chatty tonight for her first time. All right, I got to finish this one. She threw me off by commenting and I forgot to put the glue on, and then sped it up and put the glue on, and got a face full of sea glue. We don't want that to happen. I like these stepped ones, but it's hard to get the glue everywhere you need it. Pretty good. Slight green on the base. Too bad. Not too bad. Green's not my favorite color, but all right. I'm going to try to get a little top out of this, and then we'll do a snowman and a pumpkin. Maybe I'll try and do a pumpkin here. Does that look like a pumpkin? A little hole here. Tina M, do you want to make a snowman? I think I'll make a snowman next. I only had a little piece on there, so I've got another piece of wood here ready to go. And put some super glue on the pumpkin. That almost looks like a pumpkin. It's kind of pumpkinish. Tina M, thanks for stopping in. had only a little bit left, so we've got just a short little stem. See if we can spin him. Ooh, look at that. That's a good spinner. All right, snowman it is. And I'm just putting in a piece of pine. It'll go faster and we can do more experimenting. Not as hard on the tools. I put the live center on the back because this is kind of a longer piece. All right, it's frosty time. All right, so this is a spindle roughing gouge. This is one of my favorite tools. This one is, well, this wood is in spindle configuration. The grain is going this way with the bed of the lathe. If I were making a bowl or something, I would have a block of wood and the grain would be going crossways. And you don't want to use spindle tools with a bowl block. But you can use bowl gouge on spindle work. But this is a much thicker piece of steel. Yeah, you don't want to use spindle stuff. But, all right, snowman. So this is the skew. This one you also wouldn't want to do with bowls, but I get a much smoother surface off the skew. Very, like that's pretty much a sanded surface right there. All right, and then I'm going to switch to my spindle gouge, spindle detail gouge, as opposed to the roughing gouge, because we're doing detail. I kind of have a short head. Oh boy. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I don't, all my moderators aren't in tonight, so yeah, I'll have to make some new moderators. Make Mrs. Bailey a moderator. All right, so let's put some glue on it. Chat's been really good. I don't know. Every once in a while, one of them gets through. BXL came in. He was asking for change, so I gave him change. He can change to a different channel because he's in timeout. It's funny that YouTube called it timeout. I love that. I was afraid of that. Some of the paints take forever to dry. Oh, it's going to smear. Well, it's not helping, is it? It's these special requests that take so long. Trying to do a snowman top. Whoever heard of such a thing? Somebody in one of the other lives I did said I need a fixative. Fixative would help with the paint. So I need to remember to order some of that. Go get some. All right, start over. We're not going to use paint. Use pencil. All right, that is our snowman. And that's how he's going to stay. All right, let's see if he'll spin. Oh, look at that. Good spinner. All right, couple more. Anybody else have colors? How fragile? Master Farmer. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah, I usually the Lee. Thanks for stopping in. I'll put them in timeout and they move on. They don't usually come back. Russian or something. I can't read that. So please, English only. That way I know you're not saying something bad. Appreciate it. All right. I'm just gonna start making a few tops here. Make a couple more. I've got all of these colors. So somebody who hasn't been in the chat, somebody who hasn't said anything, pick a color or two colors. All right, make some more tops. Red, blue, and red. All right. We already did a green one and we did a blue one. Green and brown. Kind of a color combination. I guess it's not too bad. Sorry, Sheila. Green and brown, blue and red, gold, green and purple. All right, we'll do blue and red. And then some form of green, brown, and gold. Dark and goober. We're making spinning tops. Steve, William, thanks for coming in the chat. Aggie B. I might be able to get three tops here. So we'll do Yes, Philippians 3:8, PJC. That one's been on there for a while. I'm not sure why that one. Must have needed to remember it at some point. Somebody look it up and put it in the chat. Philippians 3:8. Definitely a good one. I think it's slow to anger, something like that. Slow to wrath, not be quick to anger. Can't remember it now. Oh yeah, okay. It must have been the one before that was slow to anger. Yeah. I love the writings of Paul. Everything else is worthless. The infinite value, not priceless, infinite. I think there's a difference there. All right, where were we? Red and blue. Yep. Everything else is lost. Everything else is not important. Or in the I heard a pastor talk about it in the translation. The Greek word is scubula, which means excrement. James 1:9, yeah. I think that's what was on here before. Yeah, just colored pencils. They seem to work best. The paint pens, sometimes you think they're dry and then they're not, and then it just muddies everything up. I don't know why. Some reason I'm into this like pinstripe and then wide stripe, but it looks pretty cool. And one thing I like about pine is when you put the super glue on to seal it, it turns kind of a yellowish. Makes it look kind of vintage. Using my Satellite City medium super glue. You get a little bit of color, but doesn't seem to run. It just comes off on the paper towel. There we go. Get a lathe, but not sure where to start. Yeah, William. Seen some on Temu. Please don't buy it off Temu. I've heard horror stories. You'd be better off making it out of an old motor. And honestly, hey, Saved Juden is in. Me, you're trying to do is not going to work. It'll just block you. No, I know what many of you are trying to do. What are you talking about, Juden? I'm not sure. You're seeing something I'm not seeing. All right, so a motor, if it has a VFD on it, variable frequency drive, that would work. This one has different gears or belt pulleys. You can see it here, and that's how I get the different speeds. So it's not a variable frequency, not a adjustable. So if you had an old motor, I don't know, it's hard because it really needs to be very stiff. And this is cast iron bed. The Wen lathe is good, and you don't even really need that great of one, but you want to make sure that the bed is cast iron. That's really, some of them have a pipe, 2 pipes in it. Some have 1 pipe, and they are, I would shy away from those. This one, you can get it maybe $500 or $600 for a decent small lathe. You don't need a big one to start off. I do good size. This one can do 12-inch diameter. Hey, Brian from the Vineyard Farmhouse. All right. Yeah, Save Juden. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I would probably buy one. Where you're going to spend a lot of the money is at tools. Tools are $50 to $100 each one. Some of the smaller ones aren't. I think this one was about $50. This is my spindle gouge. Bowl gouges, probably $100 for a good one. Sometimes you can get a set for around $100. So that's really where a lot of the money goes. And then I've been able to make some tools to save some money. But you want a good cast iron bed. That you really want. The heavier, the better. That one's just not. Sometimes you got to cut your losses. So, oh, AB is here. AB is one of my favorite moderators. What color scheme? So, I gotta sand this still. Somebody wanted green and brown, and I was like, why? The first thing that comes to mind is why. So now I'm like, green and brown. Maybe I should try it. Maybe she was onto something. I forget who it was though. If you're still here, tell me it was you, and I'll do green and brown. Otherwise, we'll do black and green. Forget who that was. It's green and brown, and then someone else said green and gold. Oh, sanding. Sheila, that's right, it was Sheila. So Sheila wanted green and brown. So we're gonna try green and brown. So one thing about making tops and the shape, I'm glad you brought that up. There is no like definitive shape for a top. It can really look like anything. And then you say, well, what's the perfect top? What's the perfect shape? I don't know. But I do know that every top that I've made spins. Some of them don't spin for very long, and some spin a little wobbly. But they all spin. So then you could say, well, what's the purpose of a top? Well, the purpose is to spin. So no matter what it looks like, if it's fulfilling its purpose, it's a perfect top. Kind of how we were designed. Everybody here, everybody in this chat, all 142 people were designed with a purpose. And you can be perfect in that purpose. Everybody has value, everybody has a purpose. Then I saw somebody was saying they didn't know what their purpose was. One thing you can't do is just wait for the perfect time or wait for God to tell you what your purpose is. Sometimes you just have to get out there and do what you like. And in that, you'll find your purpose. I don't know if I'm sold on green and brown. Yeah, Sheila, I don't know about this one. Should we throw a gold stripe in there? Yeah, I don't know if the gold helped this one. All right, I guess it looks all right. Kind of looks like the colors of a shirt my mom made me wear to church one year when I was about 7, and I could not stand the shirt. I don't know why. It fit okay, but maybe the collar. I think the collar was too tall. It just bothered me. And I was like, I hate this shirt, Mom, but you're the boss. And then I remember being in church, and everybody, all the old ladies were like, "Oh, that's such a nice shirt." Which always, no matter what, it makes you feel pretty good when someone compliments your fit. But I don't know. I did not like that shirt. All right, this is looking pretty good. Excuse me. This is the last one, guys. We will do it again tomorrow night or Wednesday night. See how it spins. Dang. It's like the third one I've dropped off. It's not bad. Call that one the Sheila. That's the Sheila. Green and brown. All right, guys, it's been an hour and a half. Put my tops I've made tonight. Whoa. If you like this, definitely do a thumbs up. That will put more of this type of stuff into your feed. If you like what I've been doing, I appreciate a subscribe. That will put more of my works into your feed. But in either case, I appreciate you being here. And when you leave, find something good to watch. There's a lot of junk out there. Don't just watch. Oh my goodness. Don't just watch anything. Watch something of value, something good, something that you can learn from. But thanks for being in, definitely. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for stopping in. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. All right. See you guys.